Hello, Little Mouse, Chapter 21. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose. Artwork by CandyFluffs on Instagram. Go check her out, link to her in the description box as well as her store. As long as we're talking about the description box, that's also where you can find links to the previous 20 chapters. If you haven't listened to those, go catch up so that the story makes sense. Now then, thank you so much for subscribing, because you have subscribed by now, right? And smashing that like button and leaving a comment for the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know what to comment, put hot chocolate. Please enjoy Hello, Little Mouse, Chapter 21. Adrien Agreste, Restless. Oh, crippling anxiety. Adrien knew fighting it was a losing battle, but he felt silly for carrying the weight of Marinette's news on his chest. Ladybug knew who he was. So what? It was nothing to worry about. They were partners. Good partners. Partners who trusted each other. It shouldn't mean anything, right? They could keep going as they were. Studying the ceiling wouldn't change anything. As long as he's up, he may as well get something done, like homework or piano. He was far behind on his practice, and it started to show. Okay, a little midnight piano practice shouldn't hurt. It might even take his mind off of Ladybug, if only for a minuet. And play a minuet he did. Adrien might be required to learn, but he didn't hate the instrument. Part of him was grateful he took lessons, now that he could play with a relative ease. If he hadn't been squared into it, he may have never gotten past beginner's pride and walked away completely. "So you came," Adrien said, his fingers still pressing keys as he felt, rather than heard, a bug slip in through his window. Yeah. Ladybug's voice rang soft behind him. "The window was open, so..." "Didn't get my message?" "I couldn't sleep." Adrien let the cadence sing a beat or two longer than written before turning to look at her. "How long have you known?" Ladybug bit her lip, a hand cradling her elbow. "A while." "What?" He laughed, trying to keep his voice light. "You nervous, I'll be?" Don't you want to know? About me?" It wasn't often he got to see a side of her that wasn't confident and brave. She might be more anxious than he was. "Yes. And no." "Oh." "I mean, before I started dating my girlfriend, yeah. I wanted to know so I could, I don't know, find a way to run into you, grow closer that way." He felt his neck itch as he realized that came off weird, and he reached to scratch. "I mean, not like a stalker, of course." No, she shook her head. "I get it. I do." "Oh?" He cracked a smile, but the heat wouldn't leave. "You wanted to stalk me too?" "Cat!" Ladybug's shoulders dropped, the first sign of the conversation losing tension. "Sheesh." He returned her laugh. "I mean, I'm not single, and I'll fight you for her." She looked at the floor. "About that." His heart dropped to his stomach. No. Was there some kind of rule about them dating other superheroes? Rena Rouge and Carapace were dating? "If you say we can't date, you're musophobic." Ladybug's eyebrows shot up as her mouth formed an oval. "Excuse me? You have no right to say if superheroes can date each other." She blinked, then raised a hand to her lips to stifle a laugh. "Superheroes can date. Just look at Rena Rouge and Carapace." "That's what I'm saying!" The reality of him talking to Ladybug as her partner and not just Adrien hadn't set in yet. Or perhaps already came and went. I mean, unless you were, like, jealous or something. But aren't you going through a breakup? About that. Her smile tightened. We need to talk. Hot chocolate? There's no way you can sneak to the kitchen and back without tripping an alarm. Come on, LB. An adventure. She laughed. Good. It worked. He didn't want hot chocolate. Adrien wanted her to relax. Oh, Adrien. So, now what? Well, you don't have to tell me. My identity? Yeah. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You really like Marinette, don't you? Yes? What did that have to do with his identity if superheroes could date each other? No matter what? Oh, Camembert. Adrien raised an eyebrow. She tried robbing the cheese store with a butter knife and a roll of floss, didn't she? Excuse me? She looked almost offended. Relax, LB. Spit it out. We're partners, remember? Okay, well, She looked around the room, then back at him. Promise me you won't break up with her? Huh? When I tell you this, promise me you won't break up. Ladybug? What was this, a love confession? That put him in quite the spot. What's going on? Is everything all right? Is Marinette all right? Promise me! She clutched her hands on her chest, and Adrien realized he'd never seen her worry like this before. Okay. He held his hands in front of him, like bargaining with an upset customer. Okay, I promise. Marinette and I aren't going to break up. It tasted like a lie as he looked at her. Why? What was going on? Was Marinette Hawkmoth or something? There's no way. Right? There's no way Hawkmoth could be someone so close to him. But with the way Ladybug held his gaze, he knew her news would change his relationship, regardless of promises. Just say it, Ladybug. He swallowed, his heart drowning. Her chin quivered, but her eyes never left his. Not once, even as the light overtook them from her words. Spots off. Thank you so much for listening. Chapter 22 is on the way. In the meantime, you can check out these other videos for more fanfiction, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye! If you're still listening, comment spots off.